And you know, like to do at the end, we like try to provide something that's a little bit of a mix between strength training and cardio. Sometimes it's to hit on something that I feel like we should work every single time. So, for example, in this one, chin-ups. I think that chin-ups are an awesome exercise to practice because we have the opportunity. We should use that opportunity to get some more in. You can be practicing them every day as well, especially days you come in for boot camp. Throw a band on the squat rack and try a couple reps. See how you're feeling there. Try to get them in, but I'll throw them into the end of the workout as well. So these are where I don't want you to focus on doing them fast, but you can always make them a little bit lighter. So depending on how you're feeling, because if you did some heavy rows, those chin-ups are going to get tough, right? So you can add bands to make them a little bit easier. We got Coach Matt here demonstrating. So he's pulling that, he's in his chin-up grip position, so palms facing him, pulling that chest up toward the bar. I use the term chin-ups in a generic way. To me though, chin-ups will be when your palms are facing you. You're going to feel really strong here because your biceps are going to give you a lot of assistance as well, very similar to the row. Now, if you notice, Matt's arms a little bit different, but his elbows are in a very similar position from when you did the rows on the TRX at the top. Let's see. Let's mess around here for a second. Let's go back to that. So if you notice how Matt moves during the row, see how he's getting the squeeze, those shoulder blades. Now notice how his elbows are back here, but where are they positioned in terms of depth here? They're right down along his ribs as well here, and then we move back to those chin-ups, and you can see the movement pattern, how they might translate from one to the other. He's pulling a more horizontal here, but he is pulling. Everything's still the same. The way he's going to pull those elbows back, almost like he's trying to pull his ribs up toward that bar here. Pushing the air on the way up, deep breath in on the way down. Here we'll work 5 to 10. So if you can do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10, don't stop at 5. Some days you'll be able to do more. Some days it might feel like less. That's okay. We can make adjustments. Every day is going to be a little bit different, especially depending on what you got out of the strength training that day. But for this workout, we are going to do 5 to 10 chin-ups, and then we're going to work our sled crossover drag. So for a crossover drag, this is a lateral movement. And what we're going to do is, because we're going to work one side at a time, we're going to go down and back on that sled. So we have Coach Kat here, shoulder pulled back, nice strong torso. Notice how her torso is not being pulled back toward the sled as she's working. She's leaning away. She crosses that leg over. Intentional steps. Start with a narrower step here. You don't want to be taking giant steps. Start smaller, pick up that momentum, and then get into a rhythm with this drag. When you go back the other way, you want to make sure you're facing the same direction. That way we work the other leg. Otherwise, you'll be walking in a circle all day, and it's really going to be embarrassing for you, okay? So challenge yourself with the weight. This is going to feel different. If you haven't done this one before, we want to start a little bit lighter and find out you can go heavier. If you've done it with us before, check those weights from before. But again, every time can be a little bit different.